So Zolder is actually a really nice circuit for the license on low fuel motorsport. There are quite some videos on YouTube showing you how to get the license, and there is also a very nice and detailed guide on YouTube. But this is just my take on it. And I drive in VR, so maybe if you're also driving in VR, you can see how I do it. It's not necessary to do it in VR, but if you have a big wallet and you don't have a lot of time, I think VR is the way to go because you can actually learn it so much faster. I mean, that was my overall experience. So I will show you a few laps. I will show you the setup, which setup you to use, and I will drive a couple of laps. And yeah, so that's my take on it. Maybe you can get some info or add some insight in here to get the license. Good luck. So depending on what your track temps are, you need to adjust these pressures. I always use these values, and I believe the pressures are a bit too high on the left, but see how that works. Again, if it's roading to...
Track temp is 31, the air temp is 23 Celsius.
Thanks, man. If the track temps if it's the car is rotating too much out of the corner, traction control, you can put that up. If it's rotating too much when you're braking or it feels unstable, you can add some to this value, maybe 65, or if you're confident, you can push that down a little bit. Dampers, nothing special. It's just a safe setup, which I created. I think it's also can get you quite some competitive lap times. The last lap I will put a 29, whatever. I think that's pretty good. If I really push it, maybe I can get a 28, a high 28 or something. I will drive 3 laps on Zolder with the preferred lap times to get you the license. Let's get into it. Coming from start to finish. Here we go on the straight. It's really important that you keep it here on the wide. Braking, third gear, maybe second. Let it outrun here wide and also wide here, and start turning in when that line of the pit entry is disappeared. This one is flat out. And make sure you really hit that apex. Step the brakes a little bit here. Coast a bit. Really important to coast around. Just let the car rotate through the corners. This is the 100 meter sign. Here you need to brake. Put in first gear. Let the car put it at the straight line as soon as possible. When this curve stops, then you hit the brakes. In the beginning it can feel a bit strange that you're maybe being too early. Also, it's just important that you keep that racing line and hit that apex. This is actually flat out. Here you have the 100 meter sign. That's your braking point. Try to use the trail braking, as this will actually give you the lap time. Again, a 100 meter sign is every time the braking point on the Zolder circuit. Easy on the accelerator here. And you need a 132.5 on average to get you the license, so that's what we're aiming for. This was already a bit faster. Again, and you don't have to brake here all the time full out, just touch it for 50% or so. I use the braking reference as the tarmac gets darker, and that's for me the point where I need to brake. Again, here the 100 meter sign. I'm not always putting the brakes for the full 100%. Also 90% is also good for license purposes. Put that wheels on that curb here. Just let the car rotate into the chicanes. Coasting. If you set the car up right, this you can do all the way flat out, that last 3 bends.
Sector 2 is 0.44, slower than your best.
You can see you can actually go on the curbs here with this setup. It's very forgiving. Also 100 meter sign. Make sure you hit this apex. And when you on the curbs, make sure you have the wheel straight and not putting in a lot of throttle or brake. Then the curbs will do nothing.
2.39. You're now 0.8 off your best.
You gain so much more speed if you be gentle on the throttle. Tap it a little bit here. Posting and on the throttle again. This chicane, it's just a turn to the left and then it's just a straight line, yeah? You see that? Maybe rewind the video and see how the throttle and brake inputs are looking when I take that chicane. And I mean that section, I think it's the best section in the whole game, yeah?
Sector 2 time is good.
You really start to appreciate it when you are know how to handle that part of the track. Hit the brakes on a 100 meter sign, back in first gear, hitting that apex slowly on the accelerator. So shall we do one more lap? Then I'll try to push it to make it as fast as possible.
What's your quickest lap?
And then I can't talk, yeah, because now I need to focus.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Good luck. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Again, hitting that like button also very important for me. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.